Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Spinnaker's World Cup Review. Again, I'm your host, Bobby Lessen, with Winston Davis. We're doing our things. We're going to talk about some soccer.
Episode 3.
Or as you call it, Winston, football. Likely.
Yeah, it's coming home, isn't it, Bobby?
He wishes every day. He tells me about it all the time.
Yep.
He's always... But let's start off with the dismal performance of USA versus Netherlands. That was... I was so sad. I was, right when the Netherlands scored that first goal, 10 minutes in,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let's go. Come on, guys.
And by the looks of it, the U.S. controlled the possession for more than half the game, but
Yeah,
they just couldn't connect on those goals.
we couldn't.
Yeah.
But, while we watched a lot of great stuff happen, we were just plagued by, being all intents and words, we're just an inferior team.
Yeah.
We didn't have that many fouls. So we can't really blame it on that. We can't really blame it on anything else other than we just got outplayed, generally by speaking, it wasn't as climactic as I thought it would be, but
Having said that, the expectations for the U.S. going into this World Cup weren't very high, especially from the fan base in the U.S. But I feel like they've outplayed their expectations. Nobody really expected them to do as good as they did. So hats off to the U.S. I mean, they fell 3-1 against the Netherlands, but they tied with England. They beat Wales, they beat Iran. So, they've had an overall good performance this World Cup, 2022 Qatar.
yeah. It's one of those funny things is you have some good days and you have some bad days, and it looks like we just did not make it all the way through.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to follow this one, Argentina, Australia.
What a game.
I heard it was intense.
What a game, yeah.
Everybody's favorite, a lot of Messi,
Yeah.
scoring a goal, 35 minutes in.
Yeah.
Kind of set the tone for him, huh?
Yeah, he did, and it came toward the end of the second half, and everyone thought it was over for Australia, but then they scored a goal, and there was this one moment, I think it was about 2 minutes left in extra time, and one of the Australian players, he had a great lineup. He was literally about to score the goal, and then someone jumped right out in front of it and picked it off, and it was at that point that Argentina knew that they'd sealed the deal, beat Australia, because honestly, I feel like if that game went into penalties, Australia was winning.
Mm-hmm.
Argentina hasn't had the best. Well, let me not say Argentina. Messi hasn't had the best free kick showing. Penalty kick. But yeah, that would have been something if Australia would have upset them, but Argentina came out on top. So number 3 ranked team in the world.
Let's take a look at this. This is, something that is notable to look at, and that is, Argentina had 61% possession of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And they had 14 shots
On goal.
And then you had Australia only had 39, so then, roughly about 40 if you round it up.
Yeah.
And then we had 5 shots. So, they took
What a difference. Yeah.
considerably less shots on goal.
Yeah.
And I had people tell me all the time, a shot not taken is a
Shot
opportunity missed.
Yeah.
So they took that pretty much, to heart and
Yeah.
took it away. So what I've seen now in these last few games is there's more intentional fouling to be able to give, you'll take that foul or that yellow card or whatever it is to stop a progression of a play so that it won't go into a scoring, way. And so I've seen that in Australia has 15. They had 15 fouls in that game.
Yeah.
So it leads me to believe that less shots on goal, more fouling. They were getting outplayed, so they were trying to use their technical, advantage, and that is, slide tackles and whatnot to go in there and try to, mess up the plays that they were, going in on.
try to even off the playing field. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that so many times now as I've been watching lately, man.
Yeah.
It is whole. I'm like, oh, but then you're like, I think it was forget who it was now. In the goal, the goalkeeper was out, but he handballed and he knocked the goal out.
Yeah.
And then it went off into a penalty kick into the against the goalie, and the guy kicking the penalty kick missed, and so it ended up being fruitful for him, but he got a foul. He got a red card for it, and so I was looking at that, I was like, there's a lot of things out there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'll let you talk about the
England and Senegal. Yeah. It started off slow for England,
It did.
Senegal had some great looks early in the first half, in the first 45. They just weren't able to connect on them, and you should have seen me. I was, screaming at the television. I was like, stop that goal, stop that. It was on the edge of my seat because I thought Senegal had multiple opportunities to score and multiple missed opportunities, and it came to England's first goal by Harry Kane. As soon as that happened, it set the pace, it set the momentum for the other England players to score. Bukayo Saka had a goal late in the second half. That game was a matter of who's going to score first. And the person to score first is the person setting the tone for the game. And luckily enough for England, they were able to do it. Unfortunate enough for Senegal, they fell 3-0. But great game. Great game.
Senegal, I had hopes and aspirations for them because they were like my underdog team.
Yeah.
Like I watched them play all the way through, and they had some hard-fought matches, and I really liked their coach. At one point during the game, when they just thought it was all over, after that second goal by Harry Kane in that, in the runoff time, right before the second half, he was like, calm down, calm down. We still have a lot of time.
Yeah.
He was like, get yourselves together. Let's do this. Let's bring it down. Stop worrying about it.
Yeah.
You still have a whole nother half of the game to play. Bring it then. And, they tried really hard, and, it looks like they just weren't fruitful in that, aspect. But again, Senegal was playing. They were shooting hard.
Yep.
10 goals. They were looking at the 10 shots on goal, man. So it wasn't as good as I thought it would be for them.
An interesting stat. During the game I was watching, they said England has never lost to an African team.
Oh yeah.
Their record now after this Senegal game, 15 wins, 5 draws, and 0 losses against teams from the African League. And wow, I didn't know that. That was pretty interesting to hear. But Senegal being the African champions, I feel like they had the best. Between them and Ghana, I think
yes.
one of them had the best chance of going far in this tournament. Granted, Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just didn't.
I don't know if is Morocco still in. I think
Morocco is playing Spain tomorrow.
They play Spain. Yeah, that should be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one of the better games that I watched was Lewandowski against Mbappe. that was the whole game. It was like there wasn't anything that you were just like,
that's all you
give
focused
them
on.
The ball.
Yeah.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
Because every time they got the ball, it was great.
And Mbappe just did his thing. He just did his thing. Yeah.
Two goals.
Yeah.
Like he is. This is his second World Cup.
Yeah, he won his first one. So yeah. He's 23 years old. That's crazy. But that's gonna be the determining factor in the England-France game this coming Saturday. Stop Mbappe. If England stops Mbappe, England wins the game. That's how I'm seeing it. Granted, that's gonna be a very daunting task, but I think England's up to the task.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because France loves taking their shots. So
yeah,
they're 100% in the game of, a shot not taken is a shot missed, and so they are dare to win.
I have so much confidence in Pickford, though, the goalie from England. The way he's been playing, you know, I think he's a great goalie, you know. They were talking about this during the game. He's one of those goalies that really has a great foot. So whenever it gets in his vicinity, he's able to knock it out and away from the goal. I think that plays a big factor into it, you know, being able to prevent France from holding possession, you know. So, I mean, it's going to come down to the wire for this game, this England-France game, you know.
Defending champs, though.
Yeah.
So,
a lot is on the line for France, yeah.
A lot of it's on the line.
Yeah. And England having not won a major championship since 1966, you know, they're going to come into this game with, you know, with a certain type of initiative. Like, you know, we haven't won in about 60 years, you know, we're coming for this now. So I'm hoping that's what they come with.
I want to see an Mbappe-Messi matchup.
Yeah.
That's the
ultimate thing, though.
You know, and just by saying that, they would have to meet.
They would meet in the semifinals.
You know, in the semifinals, or no, they would meet in the finals because they're in two different brackets. You know.
No, because they
would have to.
They would meet up here. This is the final, so Brazil and Argentina, they come here.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, Brazil and Argentina. Oh yeah, sorry, Argentina would meet France in the final, but Brazil and Argentina, I think Brazil would come on top.
I don't know.
Brazil is really deep this year. I've heard people say Brazil's second team can be a World Cup first team in itself. Brazil is really strong.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where they're at this year.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, as it stands right now, the second game of today is Brazil against South Korea, and right now, as it stands in the 27th minute, Brazil is up
2-0.
2-0 already.
Wow, they really came out strong for this one.
Yeah, that is crazy. They in the 7th and in the 13th minute they've scored.
Yeah.
But what we'll talk about is this game that just got over, and that was Japan, Croatia.
What a game!
What
a game!
That's what I live for. I love those games because of the simple fact that they played hard and they played defense. Even when they were struggling, they still came down to a 1-1 game. Then it went into and so this is World Cup rules, knockout rounds. So once you go to a draw,
it's 30 minutes of extra play, right?
So it's 2 15-minute halves.
Yeah.
And if you don't get in those 2 15-minute halves, then you go to 6 penalty kicks per team. And
it came to it.
If it wasn't, oh man, like I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh, because I wanted Japan to win so bad.
I wanted Japan to win too, yeah.
And they just couldn't make the goals. They just kept going to that right, so it'd be their left goalie's right.
Yeah.
And he just kept blocking them, and sure enough, Croatia just had the sheer number of goals.
Yeah.
3-1. It was 3 penalty kicks to 1.
Wow.
But, so the next one that we'll probably be talking about, when's that? Is Friday. So Friday is Argentina, Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
France,
England.
Saturday
is France, England.
It's France, England Saturday.
Yeah.
And we don't know who's going to be playing on the other game on either one other than Croatia and whoever wins between Brazil and South Korea. It looks like
Brazil scored again.
Which it looks like Brazil is going to be
3-0 in the 29th minute.
So it'll be Croatia and Brazil playing on Friday with Netherlands and Argentina. And then we'll find out tomorrow who's going to be playing on Saturday.
Yeah, the winner of Morocco and Spain against the winner of Portugal and Switzerland.
Yep.
So that's going to be a good couple of matchups.
Yeah. All right. So that has been the World Cup review.
Episode 3.
And we've had a lot of fun doing this, and we can't wait because there's some really good matchups coming, and we will bring it to you guys, as fast as it comes. All right, take care. Peace out, guys.
Enjoy some football.
Soccer.